Hi guys, delighted to say we are now joined by Aine Donegan. Aine, how are you?
Good, thanks for having me. Delighted to be here.
Yeah, great to have you.
So I was saying yesterday, also we played put-in tic-tac-toe yesterday. I say I commentated and threw shade from the sidelines. But during that, I said that you kind of stole the hearts and minds of everyone watching when you were at Pebble Beach. You were the golden child of the event. How was that week?
Very special, to be honest. Yeah, no, it was very cool. I don't know if I stole people's hearts now, but
you were a social media sensation. You were.
You got yourself on the poster just outside Dromoland now and everything.
No, it was very good. It was pretty crazy, to be honest. The whole thing from start to finish. Yeah. Between jet lag and then obviously the clubs got lost, and then the driver was broken and stuff. But by the time it had started, I didn't, you know what I mean? Everything was kind of over in terms of club drama and jet lag and stuff. So
playing the tournament was nothing after all the stress and the clubs and it was just I need to play.
Yeah, no, I know. But yeah, it was. No, it was a great week from start to finish, to be honest.
Can we talk about even the leading up to the event, qualifying? Because obviously there was a lot to get through. You had to get through to get to the event.
Yeah.
What was qualifying like?
It was all right. Yeah. I remember waking up that morning. We were in San Francisco, and I couldn't believe how cold it was up there. San Francisco is not as hot as I think everyone thinks it is. It's quite,
especially not in the morning.
No, so we were playing. We were first tee time. Me and Anna, my friend. I think she was 7 and I was 7'10", so I was right behind her. And I remember we woke up at about 3:30. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so tired.
That's brutal.
Yeah, and we were kind of playing golf a few days beforehand, and we probably had a few drinks a few days beforehand. And I woke up and I was like, oh my God, I'm actually so tired, and it's so windy and it's such a hilly golf course. As probably the hilliest course I've ever walked. It's not a walking course, it's like a golf cart course. Sure. But they make you walk it in tournaments. But we got up anyways and we played, and it was so windy the first 18. So it was 36 holes. You go in after 18 and then you have your lunch and you go back out. And I think 2 over after the first 18. I remember I was sitting fourth, and I was like, oh my God, and Anna was only 1 shot behind me or something. I was like, we actually have a really good chance here, because it is so windy. It's getting windier. We had to take our hats off and everything because they were blowing off people's heads. And I mean, windier than I've ever played on a links golf course.
Really?
Honestly, yeah. Okay. So we kind of had that advantage. I knew the hardest part was the putting. It was just so hard to putt. Okay. I remember on probably my 4th last hole of the 36, and there was hardly any birdies on the final 18 because it was just so hard.
Okay.
And I had a 36 footer downhill, and but it was against the wind. Yeah. I absolutely smashed it, and it just went in. And at this stage, it's almost like crazy golf, so that people are laughing and stuff. I'm just laughing, I don't even feel like I'm in a competition anymore. And obviously we were first out, so then I got in, and I have another 2 hours until the girl who's kind of close enough to me. I'm sitting at second. The girl who's close enough to me has to finish. So we went for dinner, and then we came back, and we were still waiting. So I waited about 2.5 hours to find out. Okay. I did come down to the very last hole. The girl missed a 6-footer. We were looking at a playoff. The girl missed a 6-footer to go to a playoff.
I reckon, were you prepped for a playoff even after dinner?
Yes, I was on the range, freezing. I mean, we were at the golf course at 5 a.m. and it's 7:30. And I'm still here hitting golf balls. I'm like, oh my God. And my legs were so sore. I felt like I just played a match from all the walking up and down the hill.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I remember getting off the plane. I flew home then right the next morning, 10 a.m. the next morning. Yeah. And I remember when I got off the plane, we landed in Dublin, my body actually felt like I just played a soccer tournament. They were so sore. I actually hadn't felt like that since I played team sport. Okay. In terms of the pain in my body. So I went straight for a massage then the next day.
So let's talk about the big week then. How was it? Obviously, there was a lot of noise, a lot of social media around it, a lot of drama in terms of the clubs getting lost. But once that all settled down, did it feel like a normal tournament as much as the US Open can feel like a normal tournament?
Yeah, I suppose I was kind of thrown in right at the deep end of even the major championships. We were talking about the USGA, it's just called the US Open. Yeah. All the other women's kind of majors have a brand connected, the AIG Women's Open and all that. And we were spoiled rotten, to be honest, from start to finish in every way. Like the USGA, they know how to run a tournament, and the best run tournament that I've been a part of. And it was just, I was trying to enjoy every minute of it. You know, it's not that easy. But there was so many Irish people out watching. You wouldn't actually believe the amount of Irish people, and it kind of got more and more as the week went on, obviously. Just then, by the last day, you know, like Irish flags all over the place, and we had people in Kilkenny jerseys, Dublin jerseys saying up the banner. And we even had an American. I'm walking onto my second last hole, the 17th, the par 3. And on the last day, and I'm walking onto the green. And I was a bit sick, like, I had a bad cold. And Gary, my caddy, was like, come on, you put on a smile here now, just because there was a grandstand and stuff. And next
enjoy
thing,
the moment.
Yeah, exactly. And next thing you hear up the banner, one of the Americans.
I was what he was saying.
No. I remember my brother told me after the first day, I made a putt or whatever, and he shouted up the banner. And one of the Americans said, like, kind of tapped him on the shoulder and was like, why are you calling her banner? So funny. But yeah, no, it was a great week, and just the amount of Irish people out, and it was great to see. Like, it's always nice to see Irish people abroad. You know what I mean? It's just, there's something kind of different about it. And it was great. It was great from start to finish. It was brilliant.
And you're happy with the week? Obviously made the cut, just missed out on low arm, which I think everyone was sickened for you.
God,
it was tough.
Yeah, no, it was tough the last day. That was the only thing about the week that I'd probably change, is the low arm thing, you know what I mean? And just finishing kind of badly, and especially because I was sick. I was probably just more run down than anything. Like, I'd been kind of
conditions
4 or 5
on the
weeks.
final day though were really tough. The only person making any kind of a move was Charlie Hull. And like, what she was doing was just superhuman.
I know, she was brilliant. I actually wanted her to win. I like Charlie. But the final day was tough. Honestly, I can't even remember that much. I just remember being so tired and just trying to get through it. Kind of playing well, obviously. Not many putts dropped compared to the other 3 days. But no, other than that, I mean, the final hole is something that I'll never forget. It's probably my favourite my favourite time of the whole week. Like, a favourite event that kind of happened. I pulled my drive left, and like, if you go left, like, you're in the water. So there's rules officials. We were walking down, the rules officials are like, oh yeah, you went in here, and my coach Gary was like, can I just go down and have a look on the rocks? So Gary jumps down anyways, and he kind of looks up to me and he smiles and he goes, showtime on you. And I knew I needed a birdie to at least tie the low arm. I didn't know how it would have happened, but so I have, like, I'm in like seaweed, to be honest. It's like seaweed, and like I'm kind of sinking, and I take a pitch wedge out, and I have to hit like this high fade over the rocks off the seaweed that'll get far enough that it gets over the cliff, kind of the water, but high enough at the start that it'll get over the rocks in front of me. I hit the best shot I had all week.
Now, before you, were you nervous? Were you like excited? This is a kind of a cool shot that I'm going to try hit. Like,
yeah, and if it doesn't happen, I could make a 10 again, a quadruple again, but I was like, I have to go for it. So I hit the shot, best shot I hit all week, and it just got far enough that it carried over and high enough that it was just short of the bunker. That's kind of goes down the left of the 18th then in Pebble. So then I had like 165 in, and I hit a 6-iron, and Gary said to me right before I hit it, he goes, come on, just one more good swing. So I hit this shot, and we actually think it's going to go into the hole. Like, it lands on the green, and from our angle it went about 10 feet past the flag, but from where we are in the fairway, we think it's a foot away. I'm like, oh, thank God I don't have to take any more big putts. Just have to tap it in. And the roar of the crowd, like, that was the loudest roar I'd heard all week, because on the 18th, and geez, I was actually, after that shot, I was trying not to be emotional as it was. Do you know what I mean? Just after that shot, 'cause it was so loud, the crowd. That
the whole emotion of the week.
Yeah, exactly.
Even qualifying kind of hit you as you were walking up.
Yeah, and then I had that like 9 foot or whatever, and it was downhill, so I only tapped it and I left the short, of course, which is just so annoying. But no, it was brilliant. Yeah, it was just so much. I don't know why the Americans love the Irish, and I even remember I was walking on to, I think it's the 5th hole, the par 3, on like the second day or something. There was a few Mexicans going on, you're going on. And my coach Gary was like, Jesus, on, you've got the Mexicans now after you as well.
Uniting the American people.
Yeah,
Look what you're doing.
Yeah, no, but I don't know, the crowd seemed to like me a bit, you know. I actually loved interacting with them just to get them going a bit, because it's kind of funny. I just think it's funny. And I was only there, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I wasn't there to make money. Like, okay, the pros are serious. I wasn't that serious playing, you know, because I'm not that serious of a person in general. But I know I was kind of having fun with the crowd.
I don't know, that video, the tic-tac-toe, you're quite serious.
That's pretty serious.
Quite intense, I don't know.
But yeah, no, it was brilliant.
Yeah. So how's your prep been for this week? Obviously, you're in the field for the Women's Irish Open. What have you been doing? Have you got Gary back in the bag?
I've Gary back on the bag, yeah.
Right, so we'll see a few miraculous shots now.
Yeah, hopefully not as miraculous as that. But no, I've been playing Dromoland now, so obviously I'm a member here, and I've been here for as long as I can remember. To be honest, I've actually videos on this driving range, and I'm like 12, just hitting onto that green there, front left green, and. So I've been a member here for ages. I know the course inside out, which obviously is a bit of an advantage. So close to home, which is so nice. I kind of get to go out. You know, I get to drive here myself, my own car, and get to come around come and go whenever I please, kind of. Exactly.
Have any of the pros been trying to get practice rounds with you to steal all your inside knowledge and stuff?
Actually, no. But I've got my two good friends, Sarah Byrne and Beth, stealing inside information.
What's this book going to do? What about this one?
Yeah, no. Sarah's been down a few times this summer, so I played with her once or twice, which is nice. It's always nice that I don't have to travel to them, they can all come travel to me. And now poor Sarah down in Cork, she always has a bit of a drive anywhere she goes, but normally we're travelling down from Dublin or somewhere. I'm always used to being like the long drive after we play, so it's nice to have the short drive for once.
Nice.
I don't think Sarah will ever get that short drive, but no, it's great, and the course is brilliant. You know, Eamon kind of runs the show on the golf course, and I couldn't fault him, to be honest. He's brilliant worker and very, very good at his job. Knows exactly kind of what he's doing and knows how to run a tournament.
He's a smooth talker and knows what he's doing.
Exactly, but I'd never tell him it.
So even for the media day, he hoodwinked you up to give out the prizes.
So you got practice round today?
Yeah, I'm playing the back nine today. So I played the front nine yesterday, back nine today, and then I play front nine pro-am tomorrow.
How's the course playing?
Really nice, yeah. It's playing a little bit on the softer side, which I think will it could do two things this week, because it could play a little bit longer, but then you can stop the ball faster on the green. So it'll be interesting to see, because I actually think it being a little bit softer, it'll play harder, because it will play longer. People have longer clubs in. It is playing quite long, especially the first kind of 4 or 5 holes. You know, if you get through the first 4 or 5 holes, you know, even par around there, you'll be doing quite well, and then you can kind of go for it then. The last kind of 12 holes or so, 13 holes, because they're not playing that easy, you know, and they're playing quite long, especially the first up the hill, and then the fourth is quite long as well.
It's not an easy opener. Like
no.
one and two
one of the hardest
are tough enough. 3 is a long par 3 as well.
It's a long par 3.
Yeah.
No, I'd say the first in Dromoland is one of the hardest starting holes in the country, honestly. It's narrow green, and even the tee shot's difficult, you know what I mean? So, but it's great opening hole.
Yeah.
It kind of test test players.
What do you think of the new 17th tee box? Is it 17th? 16th tee box, the one
Brilliant.
right up in the gods.
Game changer.
Great,
it's made the whole 100 times better hole, and it's how it should be played. You know what I mean? I just think it's how the designers probably thought that's what we want to do with it.
Because I think the old tee box kind of the way the water and the green was kind of let down by the old tee box, and now you've got up in the gods. And
makes it such a good hole. Honestly, now I'd say it's one of the best holes on the course.
Yeah, I agree.
It's playing in the par 5 as well, isn't it?
Yeah, but just from that, but you can at least picture the hole now. You know what I mean? Down there, firstly, the tree on the right, there was a big tree on the right that kind of blocked people out. We play a big fade, high fade off that tree, but you know that. The drive now is a really nice driving hole that you can get in trouble on. You know, some people might not get it over that tree.
No.
And then obviously the second shot, that's kind of before the tee box was changed. That was kind of the main part of the hole. The second shot
over the water,
up the tee,
elevated green, little tricky. And if it's into the wind, it's going to even play very long.
It'll play long. Yeah, it will play long.
I think on the media, I think I had a 5 iron. I didn't reach the green after my drive. That's how windy it was. It's a brute.
Yeah. So do you know where you're going to be starting the front 9, back 9? Have you got tee times yet?
No tee times are out yet. No, so I'm not quite sure what the story is.
Hoping for starting the 10th. Or would you rather start with 1 to 5?
I mean, either way, we're going to start on the first, aren't we? We're going to on the Thursday, Friday. Do they switch tee times? I think.
They might do a 2 tee start.
I think they do. I think like one day I'll start on 10, one day I'll start on 1. So either way, you're going to be starting. I wouldn't mind starting on 1 just because I'm so used to it.
Yeah.
Get it out of the way, to be honest.
It's not going to be a 4:30 alarm clock either for you, hopefully.
No, hopefully not.
Yeah, it's a bit of a
don't say that. People are watching. Just for people that are actually watching, we are obviously on site here at Dromoland Castle. There is clay pigeon shooting going on in the background. There isn't anything.
That's not someone taking 8 golfers on the range.
So what's the plan then for the next kind of 24 hours, I'll say, in the lead up to a tournament for you?
Mainly relax, kind of get as much energy. Don't use as much energy as I can, and then mainly relax, practice a little bit here and there. I'm pretty happy with my game. I don't need any major adjustments, which is always nice. Like I said it to Gary yesterday, or Gary said it to me, should I say. He said, "Oh, it's good on you. Like, we don't need to tweak anything. You're playing fine." So yeah, I know the course is it's so different because I know the golf course.
Sure.
Now it's got grandstands and it's got tee boxes or kind of markers around it.
But I don't need to be thinking, oh, where'll I hit it on this hole? Where'll I hit it on this hole? You know what I mean?
You've probably been in every situation.
Literally,
at least once.
So that's kind of the main thing. Really, keep as much energy as I can, and then. Might go for a swim or something up the coast at some stage.
It's a bit cold for that, no?
I know, a bit like an ice bath. I actually haven't gone for one this summer at all, which is the first summer since I was born, I'd say, that I haven't gone for a swim yet.
And in Clare as well, you need to be out in the sea.
I know, exactly. I might go up to the scanner this evening or tomorrow evening for a swim, but that's it really. Kind of just relax, practice a little bit. Obviously you're going to play 9 holes today with Sarah and Beth, and then relax.
I think that'd be competitive enough, that 9 holes, will it, between the 3 of you?
Yeah, we played a match yesterday. We played skins. Yeah. Beth actually.
Who won?
What? It was actually stupid enough because we played skins, but skins is difficult when you're all kind of going to be making similar scores. Yeah. So Beth won it just 5 skins. 5 skins she won on the 5th hole because. Yeah. And
so
then
maybe a different format today.
Definitely, yeah. I don't know. We might just play. I actually don't know. What do you think?
Stroke play.
Flat stroke play.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah, we might be able to nip out and catch a few holes.
We'll do a little bit of live commentary. We'll
try and probably put the girls off.
We'll do a walk and talk. So when you head back to college, you obviously in LSU.
Yeah.
College has started back this week.
It has, yeah. So I've actually before I play. I'm actually going to go home now after this, and I'm going to meet someone else for a chat, and then I'm going to go home and do a few assignments.
If anyone in college is asking, she is doing the assignments.
Yeah, I have to actually do the college work, and then hopefully fly home next Monday morning after the tournament. Hopefully make the cut, and then fly home the Monday, Monday the 4th. Very early, so I'll be flying out pretty much straight away. I need to start actually packing my bag because once the tournament starts, that'll be the last thing I want to do.
Well, listen, thank you very much for having a chat with us. You were very generous with your time.
I know.
Good luck. I hope you win the match now today.
Thanks very much.
You've already got 1 win under your belt this week, so good luck this week at
Thanks very much.
Women's Irish Open.
Thanks for having me, lads.
Cheers.